Forget anything that you know about the support and resistance. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to identify correct support and resistance in the market. So let's get us started. First of all, what is the support and resistance? Guys, support and resistance, it's a POI, right? It's a POI, right? And what is the POI? POI, it's point of interest. So what is the point of interest? Let me tell you what is the point of interest. Point of interest, that means it's the areas in the market that we are expecting reaction from it. So that reaction can be expansion, the major move, or that reaction can be the retracement or small fake move, but anything. If you open the chart right now and if you see where is those expansion in the market or these retracement or expansion came from, you're going to see these areas get tapped to, let's say, area that we called, let's say, the point of interest. Okay, so all of the move, all of these reaction, it's came from POI. Now, what is the POI? What can be POI? Order block, fair value gap, let's say break block, support and resistance. All of these stuff is going to be a POI. All of the thing that you heard in the concept, like ICT, smart money, anything, these are POI, right? So support and resistance, it's a POI. That means in the support and resistance, we are expecting major move or retracement. It's depending on the market structure or daily bias that we have. But support and resistance is a POI. You should remember first. Now, if you want to learn how to identify and how to find the best support and resistance, the first thing you should know is order block. I'm going to tell you why you're going to learn order block first. Because support and resistance, it's come from a, I can say, huge and heavy and strong legacy, or let's say bloodline, which I'm going to talk about this. You'd never heard about this. I'm the first person in the YouTube I'm going to talk about this, and your mind going to get shocked. So the first thing you're going to learn is an order block. Maybe you know what is an order block, but I'm just going to give you a quick recap and summary, which what is the order block. So the order block, we have a bullish order block and bearish order blocks. A bullish order block is the last sell candle before a bullish move. So what's that mean? That's mean the last sell candle that we have here before the bullish expansion, it's going to be our order block. So you can take the week, you can take the whole, or you can take with the body. It's depending on you. But this is the way that I identify the order block. Okay, and I can say this the one of the best way that you can identify the order block. It's easy because the only thing that you should remember about the bullish order block is the last sell candle before the bullish move. And it's not always a single candle. Just pay attention. Sometimes you're going to see two small bearish candle here, so you can take the both. Okay. In some examples, we may find a group of candles that on higher time frame will form one single candle. So we can remember this as a fractal nature in the market. And what is the bearish order block? Is the last buy candle before the bearish move. Okay, so before the bearish expansion or the bearish move, the last buy candle or the group of the bullish candle can be the bearish order block. Okay, so that's easy by term. So once we say the move, we can let's say talk about the, let's say, expansion or the single huge bearish candle. It's the same thing, right? In the higher time frame, you're going to see just one bullish move and one big bearish move. So we can take that as a bearish move here. For an order block, if you want to find a valid order block, that order block should take a liquidity. If you take a look, the order blocks here, I'm going to show you some examples. It's taking up the liquidity. See, this order block taking up the liquidity. This gives us a reason to become a point of interest. Let's see some example here. Let me just show you one example here. Take a look. Take a look right here. Okay, so this is the bullish move that we're talking about, right? And this is the last sell candle or the last bearish candle. Let me change this to the red. Okay. So the last sell candle, take out the liquidity here, the sell stop liquidity, and start the bullish move. So we can take the whole area, we can take the open area here and take a look. This is one example, right? And for the bearish order block, if you take a look, this is the bearish move that we have here. Remember, don't just start to overthink. Just take it so simple. In the bearish order block, the last buy candle before the bearish move. So here, you can see we have some group of the candles, right? But here, we didn't have any group of the candles. So you can take the whole area and take a look. The order block, take out the liquidity. Sometimes you can take the order block that didn't take out the liquidity. But if the order block take out the liquidity, that's going to make it more valid and more reasonable for the market to react from it. And the same thing, as you can see, price come and tap to this area and come down. So this was the order block. Now what I'm going to talk about. You learned the order block. Order block was so easy. Just go and practice. It's so easy. By just practicing, you're going to realize and you're going to learn about that. I talk about more about the order block and the POIs, the other type of the POIs that pretty much I'm working with in this video. This is one of a mini course that you can take a look. So, but the next thing that you should learn is break your block. So break your block is so important too, which it's much easier than order block. But these are all related to create the support and resistance, which I'm going to talk about. So what is the breaker block? Okay, the breaker block, let me just put this a little bit down here. Okay, so the breaker block is simply an order block that has not been respected. Okay, therefore, when the price invalidates an order block, the market may return to the retest that price zone to generate a move. I don't know, in the smart money concept, they call it, I don't know the name, but in a lot of concept that you work in ICT, smart money, you have this, that price coming back to test the, let's say, the unrespected area, which I call this breaker block. So the breaker block, the breaker will typically be found on a specific point within the structure. Below this diagram, we're gonna find it out. We're gonna talk about it. So take a look. First, let's talk about the bearish breaker block. So if you take a look here, we have a bullish. Don't care about this move. Fuck this move. Okay, forget about this move. So we have a bullish move here, right? So this is the bullish move, right? And the last sell candle was this. So on that time, this area for us was a bullish order block that price didn't respect to it. And if you take a look, price didn't respect to it and create a break of market structure here. This break of market structure is so important. And once price create a break of market structure, price can retest this area. And this inspection from here, this after this order block didn't get respected and create a break of market structure, this is gonna be a breaker block. Okay, same thing here. Okay, this is the bearish move, and the last buy candle, which is gonna be our order block here. See, didn't get respected and price break it with the break of market structure. And after this, guess what? Price gonna retest this, and this is gonna be a breaker block. So the failed order block always gonna be a breaker block. Remember, if the order block didn't get respected, that's gonna be a breaker block. Okay. So now let me show you one example here. Two example, let's say. Okay. So take a look to this example here. What we can see, fuck this move. Don't look at this move, okay? Just follow the highlight I'm gonna draw, okay? So we have the bull, let's say the last buy candle before the bearish move. This was our order block, a bearish order block that price didn't respect to it and create the break of market structure here. Okay, so failed order block gonna be a breaker block, and after this, see, price gonna retest this area, and this area for us gonna be a breaker block. Okay, now let's take a look at this example here. Just follow the highlights I'm gonna draw. Okay, so this is the bullish move. The last sell candle was this area. Or we can take the group of the candle. It's the same thing, right? Okay. Now, price, this was a bullish order block. Price didn't respect to it and create a break of market structure here. So this was the bullish order block, the last sell candle before the bullish move didn't get respected and create a break of market structure here. And this area from the failed order block became a breaker block, right? So yeah, you can take this area or you can take the group of the candle as order block. It's the same thing, right? So, and take a look, price tap to it, and it was beautiful inspection move. Now you think, okay, here's the real thing. Here's gonna be a little bit interesting. So now you're gonna ask, Epol, what if the breaker block didn't get respected? Now we're gonna talk about the support and resistance. It's gonna be an easy concept for you. So now, what is support and resistance? How you can identify a valid support and resistance. Okay, now it's gonna be easy. Just follow my mouse, right? So first, we learn what is the order block. Let's see if we had an order block that didn't get respected here. Okay, this order block we're gonna become a breaker block. Okay, now if that breaker block, okay, get respected or didn't get respected, doesn't matter. Okay. The next mitigation after that on that area going to be the support and resistance. I know some of you guys didn't got it. I'm going to explain it right now. So take a look. Let's say this order block didn't get respected and price created a break of market structure here, right? Now this area, it's a breaker block. Now let's say price tap to this breaker block and give us a beautiful move or beautiful respect from this breaker block area. Now in the next mitigation, this area gonna become support. Okay. Now let's go with the second scenario. But what if price didn't respect this breaker block? Just didn't respect it and come down. Even if the price didn't respect this breaker block, it just come down, right? The next retracement and mitigation on this area gonna be a resistant. Okay, so that's mean if the breaker block get respected here, we can say it's gonna be a support. If the breaker block didn't get respected, it's gonna be resistant. Okay, so this is the cycle of the support and resistance. So failed order block gonna become breaker block, and respected breaker block gonna become support, and unrespected breaker block gonna become resistant. Easy peasy, guys. This is support and resistance. Now let's go. I'm gonna show you some example, which gonna make it so much easier for you. I'm gonna show you a real example from the trade that I took on 6 March using the support and resistance. So every day I share my point of view and my trade idea with the student, the liquidity inducement club, and we making bangs together. So at the 6th March, we had a live training session on the New York session. So I was talking about the beautiful entry, also my scenarios, the POI that I choose, and this beautiful trade made me around like I think the $3,000. Let me say, yeah, it's about $4,000. So I entered the low time frame. I just identify the support and resistance in the daily time frame as my key level or as my high time frame POI, pro POI, and I enter in the low time frame as entering a confirmation entry, which I'm going to talk about it right now. So let's do a back test and get back to that time. So this was the today candle. Okay, let's say this is 6 March candle, right? After Asia session close, I was looking for the nearest POI below the open area because I was in a bullish market structure and I was expecting to price tap to a bullish POIs and give me the beautiful reaction. So the nearest bullish POI that I had was support and resistance. I'm going to tell you how I identified a support and resistance. So take a look here. We have a bullish move here, isn't it? Okay, let me just draw it for you. We have a bullish move here, right? And the last bearish move, the last bearish candle before the bullish move, the last sell candle before the bullish moves, we had this order block here. Let me draw the order block a little bit gentle. So we had this beautiful order block here that price didn't respect to it, and price created a break of market structure, and price come down here, right? Price come down and create a break of market structure. So this order block didn't get failed, and the failed order block gonna be a breaker block, right? And here what we can see, price retest this area again, but again I can say price didn't respect this pretty much breaker block because broke it. But if you want to take a whole as a group, you're gonna see this as a breaker block. So it's the same thing. Don't just overthink about it. You can take the both. You can take a group or you can just take a single candle. It's depending on the price action. Here I prefer to take a, let's say, the group of the candles. But anyway, so after this, let's say, breaker block, now pay attention. If price is below this area, this is going to be resistant. Now, if price is above this area, this is going to be support. No matter this cycle gonna get continue. Maybe price tap to this area, or maybe price broke this area and go up once price this became a support and resistance, but this is still a support. Okay. So just take a look to here. Here, price broke this area. I mean, oh, I can say, yeah, price broke this area, right? But because I was looking for the nearest POI below this area, because I'm using a key level, I went to the line chart and I draw this beautiful line. And guess what? This was below the thing that I was looking for. Okay. Or even you can pretty much go with the wick, but I prefer just go with the line chart here. Just if you get confused on the support and resistance, just go with the line chart, and all of these high and lows going to be a breaker block or the support and resistance. This is the cheat code. Okay, so the nearest POI below this, I had the support and resistance. I draw it right now. I've entered the low time frame. This is the low time frame, let's say. And I was waiting because I was in a bullish market structure. I was expecting a beautiful reaction from this area. So market tapped to this area at 9:30 a.m. UK time zone, which is going to be at the London session start a little bit. And I was looking for beautiful confirmation entry here in the lower time frame. So I was looking for a confirmation entry, and I think I entered the confirmation entry right here at these areas. Can't remember, to be honest. Let me take a back look to this one. Yeah, here I shared the trade with the student. Here we get the beautiful reaction from the obstacle. Here we enter the live trading session. And then after that, yeah, I entered the low time frame, pretty much 1 minute time frame confirmation. I enter here in the 1 minute time frame, and like this, and price easily hit the target. So once price tapped to this area, what I did, I went to the 1 minute time frame for confirmation. Oh, I can't go to the 1 minute, unfortunately, because of the data here. So I went to the low time frame and I look for the strong low and the liquidity that created here in the low time frame, and I entered at the POI, which I identified after I identified my confirmation in low time frame. I'm going to the high time frame POI, which I can see I have, an order block here also. See it, group of the candles. And what price did, price tapped to this area, and I entered the long here, and I was aiming for full risk reward, and let me just a little bit play it, and price flight from this area. So that's it. This was a beautiful example of the support and resistance, and all of these students with me in the liquidity inducement club with this mechanical strategy that we have start making a massive profit. We have a 90-day roadmap that's going to take you from 0 to 100 to make you a profitable trader. So you can be, in the less than 3 months, you can be a profitable trader if you just follow that 90-day roadmap. And why I'm so confident to talk about this, I'm not here to promote that, but what I'm talking about is a lot of you guys watching this video, you're struggling with the passing a prop frame, right? 100%, I'm sure about that. Why are you watching this video? Because you don't know how to draw support and resistance properly, okay? So maybe you didn't even pass one prop frame in your life. You want to make money. That's not a bad thing, right? You should be wake up and aware that there is something wrong in your life. Okay. And as you can see, students making real money here because what we are doing, see, this guy is, I think, 17 years old. He's making $200 in one trade. This guy, he gave them $1,000 payout, right, from the Alpha Capital. We have this guy here, he making $1,000 here. All of these students making money. Why? Because we have all a mechanical system, and you should have a mechanical system. I'm not going to tell you to join. I'm not going to convince you to join. Okay, what I'm trying to tell you, it's try to find the best mechanical option for you and stop looking for the extra data. There is no magic key that you can pass a funding challenge or you can be profitable in one day. But if you follow a structured map, which you believed in it and it's working for others, you can easily be a profitable trader that you want. If you want to join our club, if you want to join our family, we are 700 family inside the Liquidity Inducement Club. We are doing our best. We're making a bunch of money together because we are following one thing. We believe in the real thing, and we believe the market is not 100%, but we can follow the market maker's footprint and we can beat them all together. We are the 5%. We are the Liquidity Inducement Club is the 5%. It's the gang, it's the 5% gang in this market, which we are doing awesome. So if you want more just detail, just take a look to the caption. And if you have any question about the support and resistance, if you didn't understand it, if you have some doubts or question that you have, just ask in a comment, man. I'm gonna answer it. Don't shy. I'm your friend, and don't shy to ask any question. Also, you can DM me on Instagram if you have any question, if you want to join, but if you're thinking, you want to make sure is this gonna match with you, just go and visit our website or just message me on the Instagram or just put a comment here. And yep, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you guys to the next video. Cheers.